So you're in the market for a new gaming laptop, and I'm sure you've seen the usual crop of options out there. Most are pretty meh, with a weak processor, a mediocre GPU, and a bunch of bloatware that just slows the thing down. But, let me tell you, those cheap laptops are a nightmare to deal with, and more often than not they're just not worth the money. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. The one thing I've been eyeing lately, and I think you should consider it too, is the ASUS TUF 16-inch Ryzen 7 premium gaming laptop. This thing is a beast, and it blows those cheap laptops out of the water. I've had the chance to try this out for myself, and I've got to say, it's one of the most impressive gaming laptops I've come across. First off, the processor, the AMD Ryzen 7 7735HS is a powerhouse. With 8 cores and 16 threads, it's basically on par with Intel's i7-13700H, but at a much lower price point. And that's not even mentioning the graphics. The AMD Radeon RX 7700S holds its own against the latest NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060. Now, let's talk about the display. We're looking at a 16-inch FHD Plus panel with a 165Hz refresh rate, which is silky smooth for fast-paced games and responsive graphics. And don't even get me started on the RAM and storage. 16GB of DDR5 RAM and a 1TB SSD are more than enough to handle even the most demanding apps and games. But what really sets this laptop apart is its portability and versatility. With a single USB-C port that supports USB 3.2 Gen 2, and 2 more for good measure, you've got all the connectivity you need. And with Windows 11 Pro as the operating system, you've got access to all the latest features, including virtual desktops and improved performance. One thing I like about this laptop is its keyboard. It's backlit with RGB LEDs, so you can customize the look to match your mood, and it's also got plenty of travel distance, making it comfortable to type on. Another thing that's worth mentioning is the battery life. I was able to get around 8 hours of gaming in general use, which is impressive, especially considering the specs. Pros, I've got to say, this laptop is a great option for anyone looking for a budget-friendly gaming laptop that still packs a punch. The display is great, the performance is top-notch, and the build quality is solid. One thing to keep in mind is the weight. It's a bit heavier than some of the other laptops out there, so if you're planning on lugging this thing around, be prepared for that. Cons, I've got to mention that the cooling system can get a bit loud during intense sessions, and occasionally, I did notice a slight stutter in the frame rate. However, these are minor complaints and don't really detract from the overall experience. Link to this laptop is in the description if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It's been a pleasure trying out this ASUS TUF 16-inch Ryzen 7 premium gaming laptop, and I think you'll find it's a great option if you're in the market for a new gaming rig.